Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be starting work on getting this garage finished up. So in one of the last videos y'all seen, we got lumber, and before we get any further, I apologize for the audio issues we've been having. I tried some different stuff again, so we're going to see if that fixed it. But I'm in the blue truck here. I just came down here and got some of the old boards that were still somewhat decent, and we're going to use these for bracing the wall studs and putting in our new bottom plates. So I did pick up lumber to redo the floor plates because some of it was rotted. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of these other boards that we have that come off of that roof, and we're going to be bracing the studs up. So I'll show y'all here in a minute kind of that, but we're gonna get in here, get these cut to 18 inches, and that should be plenty of brace. But I've already been doing some math, figuring up what we need to cut for degrees on our rafter pieces. So kind of already done that. We took some scrap boards that we've had and nailed them together, and I think we've got the right degree and pitch and everything. The house is 412, so we thought that's what we were going to do for the garage, but the garage was actually 312. So refigured that, and we nailed some little test pieces together. I think we're good to go there. But anyway, I'm gonna get these unloaded back here, and we'll go ahead and get these cut, and then maybe today, depending on how much time we have, we'll start cutting them others. I need mending plates for those, but we can go ahead and start cutting at least. So let's get with it. All right, so got a bunch of these pieces cut 18 inches. Some of these are cut for the peaks up there, but they should be fine because all they're doing is bracing these up. So what we're doing here, we have our treated 12 footers. My grandpa measured these out. You can see these marks. That's where the rafters are. So we're going to nail them in here. That way these will kind of brace the rafters that are already there. And then when we jack this wall up, get it in place and everything, we can put this in here for our new plate and go ahead and screw these to the existing rafters there. All right, guys, so it is the next day. We did get those pieces kind of nailed up. I'll show y'all that when we get back, but we're in the 300 here, and I gotta go pay the insurance on this. Need to put gas in it. What else we gotta do? We gotta go to Harbor Freight, pick up some stuff for that, and we're gonna go back to Lumber One and pick up some of those mending plates. That's what they call them, that we're gonna use for nailing those nice rusty bricks. Mending plates that we're gonna use to nail the trusses together. So anyway, I'm gonna run in here and pick up a couple things that we need to take back to Harbor Freight and kind of exchange. We're gonna do that. Like I said, insurance on this thing, gas on this thing, or gas in this thing. Then we're gonna go Harbor Freight and then Lumber One. So anyway, I guess I'll catch y'all here in a bit, and I guess we'll park here. I'll run in here, let this thing warm up some. All right, guys, so he's carrying in those mending plates. We got 70 of them. I think we need 66 of them, but figured we were up there. So this is what we're using on those. 60, 55, and then also picked up this here from Harbor Freight to cut the, oh, and sorry if it's kind of laggy on the screen. I didn't put the camera in 60 frames, which I normally do. But anyway, we got that to cut the plate, the bottom plate at the garage up here. So anyway, insurance is paid. I got another 6 months on this thing. So that's that. Our clunk is still there. But anyway, I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna go in here, put some different clothes on, and I gotta do a few things in here. And we'll go ahead and continue on the garage. All right, so we cut out all of the rot under here where the plate is. So we cut out all the rot. We took the four-wheeler here with the winch to hold the wall and kind of pull tension back on it over here. Over there, as you can see, we got that all nice and straightened up. We got some screws shot in it just to hold it temporarily. This needs to come up so it'll pull the gap in at the top. But we got part of our plate in, and as you can see down here, it goes off, and then that one kind of buckled. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this board or another one and put across here. That way it'll pull this buckle out of there. And then we're going to come over here, put another one, and then probably use the four-wheeler to pull through here to keep it all nice and everything. And we'll take another one of these and put across here to jack up on. Get that lifted up, push that under there, and we're going to take that one off. We kind of mismeasured on that one, but we'll get that one all finished up, or get that off, get that one back where it needs to be. And we have some tacks in the shop, concrete tacks for these. We'll get those put in and get all this nice and sturdied up. But we got some different screws. We're not using Phillips anymore. We got these star drive focus. Either way, star drive screws. We're gonna probably start using these over Phillips. But anyway, we're gonna get this here, and after we get that done, we'll probably go ahead and take this workbench off, get it out of here, and at some point we need to get this off. But we wanted to leave this, that way it will kind of brace this corner up just a little bit. But now that we've done the majority of our lifting, and we need to get under here, we'll go ahead, get this off, and then at some point we'll get the rest of this roof off here. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later, and the other day we started laying some of that out up there, and we got rained out. But anyway, it's a couple days later, and we got out here earlier, took our old truss and screwed it back together for a jig. So it's not exact because these had a stringer piece in the middle. We're not doing a stringer with these, but we found the pitch on them. These are 312, 14 degrees cut here. So we got the saw set to 14 degrees, and we're gonna go ahead, make one of these, take it up there, see how it fits with everything, especially since we're getting rid of the stringer and all that kind of thing. So we got a couple of these drug out of here. We're going to cut them and stick them together and see how they work. All right guys, so here is the first one. We got our nail plates, or mending plates they're called. We got those in. This 8-footer, notched it down. What we did for it, stuck it on there and marked it, a drawer line, cut it out. So all this should be good to go. Our mending plates, we got one on each side on all 3 joints. So we should be good. We got these notched out. Now we're going to take this one, we're not going to continue any further. We're going to take this one in the morning up to the house, test fit it and see how this works. And also we're going to take some screws and shoot some screws through here. This is for a little extra safety. Alright, so this is the next day, and it's actually decent outside. It's very cold, but it's actually sunny for once. But we got all of the 20 remaining cut for that. We tested the other one, and it seems to be pretty good. So we got these all cut. We're gonna start putting them together. What we're using for our notches on the end is these here. We're taking a little bit off of them because we don't want to cut them near that deep. So anyway, like I said, we got our angles cut in all these. And then over here, we have this board, which we marked center, and then we marked our angle. So we're gonna cut it. We gotta cut it on the skill saw, but we'll probably use it for our template for the other 9 that we need. So anyway, we're gonna get to it here and see if we can get these all nailed up and finished up today. I went ahead the other day, I bought 70 of these. We need 66 of them, but I figure we'll buy a couple more just to be safe. But anyway, let's get to it and see if we can get these done today. All right, so we have 2 more here ready to go, other than we need to notch the ends. We've got that one marked. You can see kind of right there. What we're doing, we got these old trusses that we had put together. We took them back apart and we're using them to mark our new ones. And then we have another one right here behind me. So we're using those to mark them. We're notching them out. Like I said, we're not notching them as deep as those were, because those were really, really deep. I would say they over halfway through the board. So we're taking about a 1/2 inch, 3/4, somewhere in there off, just to make them a little shallower. So we got that. These 2, like I said, we got our mending plates in, and then another thing we're doing is we're taking these really nice screws that we got, kind of like a Torx head screw, star bit, and we're taking and running them this way through this joint just for a little extra support. So we got all these cut and notched. The way we mark these is we put them up here and marked them. That way they would be level. We're marking, I don't know if y'all can see that one there. So we're marking the centers on these, lining them up with the center up there, and then that makes us our nice angle right there. So no gap there, other than if there's a little bit of deflection in the saw or whatever. But pretty nice angles on these. And the reason we're doing this, except for other than a long piece at the bottom, essentially is because of our oven. So if we did this the way they were, well, no, I won't say that. The way 2 of them were when the original garage, there was only 2 that had the long pieces at the bottom. But the way that was, it would have hit the top of our oven. So with these, gives us ample room to do all that. So anyway, we're gonna gotta get some more screws, and we'll continue putting these together, and then we're just gonna stack them up over here. And also what we're doing is we're using these to set our truss pieces and hold them in place. That way they don't move when we're hammering down these mending plates. But anyway, we're making pretty good progress. I feel like we got everything cut. So now we just need to put them together, other than notching the ends here. So anyway, we're gonna keep at it and see if we can get these done today. Okay guys, so it is the next day here. And as you can see, our pile of lumber is gone. As you can also see, tracks of trusses. And, well, they're all finished up. So like I said, we still got the one up there, and then we got 10 more right here, ready to go. They're not stacked up the neatest, but we got all of them done. Plated on both sides. We shot screws in here, just for a little extra support and whatnot. We still need to notch these, but we're not going to worry about that right now, because we still got to work on the garage and get it ready for these. But figured we did that test one, so we'd go ahead, put these all together and whatnot. So up here at the garage, I'll give y'all a quick little update with it and whatnot. But we're down in here for right now. But I'm gonna run up here to the house and I'll give y'all a quick little update on the garage, and this probably where we'll end out today's video. All right, so up here, and also let me know if the audio is a little bit better. I've been trying to film without my phone case, and I think it's making a difference from the little sound test that I've done, but y'all let me know in the comments if y'all will. But anyway, yesterday while I was working on some stuff, my grandpa got some of this siding off, and I helped him with a little bit more of it, some of the longer pieces. This siding's actually really heavy for what it is, but we got this off yesterday. Cut off the plywood and shingles. We're gonna get those out of here at some point. And then in here, we got a bit of an issue. So we thought it was just the boards that were rotted under here. No. As you can see here, this is where the floor stops, and this would be perfect for where the studs are. That's pushed out a little bit, but that would be perfect. And there's no concrete here, so these are just sitting on the ground. And if you look, this is patched in. So I think they run out of concrete and either just poured Quikrete or tried to skim it down and make it work. But that wall, that entire back wall, is not on concrete. Not completely on concrete anyway. So it is down here, but like from about here down isn't, and from there over is just barely. So what we're actually going to do to kind of remedy this, that's not going to help us over here none. What we're going to do is get some concrete mix and pour under there and kind of make that a little more better. But through here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut this wall free, because there's really not much of anything holding it. We were looking at that. I think in this stud here, we've got 2 or 3 nails. Same thing down here, and then down here, it's not attached real well either. And the way they did these, they had to go so far in on the studs with their nails that they're just barely in the boards there. So what we did is, it's right over there, we cut a new stud. This piece is just sitting in here right now. But what we did, we cut a new stud that's going to go back there. We're going to cut this wall free and move it inward just a bit, and then reattach it, and it'll be well more attached than it is now. So that's the new issue with that, but we need to get this off before we cut that free, and after we get it cut free, it shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. So there's no plates, and I think what we're going to do is probably lay it over. We'll have to disconnect our wiring here, but we can lay it over a little bit and attach our plates, and we should be good. And then as far as these go, we got the rotted stuff cut out of the bottom plate here and got that in. So we'll get the wall standing up where it needs to be. We'll get these attached in, and we're also going to do a little more bracing after this. This is just temporary to hold the wall straight, so we can get everything right. But anyway, that's a little update for up here. We'll work on all that stuff in the next one, but for now, I guess I gotta go down here, move some other little stuff, and get the little trailer, and we'll get all this stuff out of here. So anyway, guys, I guess that's gonna be all for today's video. So with that being said, if y'all enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.